All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Storyteller series. My name is Kyle Dine. Just going to double check that this is working today. I've had my share of technical difficulties lately, and I'm sure if you've been doing any type of live events lately, you've been probably experiencing your fair share as well. But I hope you all had a really great Easter and that you're doing well, you're staying safe, you're staying well during these really challenging times. But I'm here today to do part two in an ongoing series called Storyteller, Allergy Storyteller series. And my name is Kyle Dine. I do food allergy music, where I go into schools all across North America and I perform allergy education and awareness assemblies, which obviously will not be happening anytime soon. So it's great to have an audience online, especially here on Food Allergy Canada's page. I'm really happy to be here. So last week we went into allergy attitude. So if you haven't seen that, I believe it's on the video page here or on the YouTube channel at Food Allergy Canada. And that was really cool because we talked about all of the positive things you can do to stay really positive with your food allergy overall. And I think for me, that's really important. Just your attitude really defines your confidence with it and how you can handle yourself in different situations. But today, it's a different topic. Today is allergy safety. And I'm going to go behind some of the songs that I've written in the past that have very specific messages regarding safety and food allergies. So I'm going to do 3 songs today and tell a little bit about them. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to just throw it in the chat there in the comments. And I'll get to those throughout and especially at the end as well. But the first song I'm going to do is called Able to Read a Label. Catchy, right? Able to Read a Label. And this song is one of my favorite songs to play. It's really it's a choppy thing. And I always play it when at live shows where I get kids to get up and play freeze dance. It's a really fun song for that. But all of us know the importance of reading ingredient lists with absolutely everything that we eat. And for me, it's very important. I have allergies to peanuts, tree nuts, egg, fish, shellfish, and mustard. So for me, I'm reading ingredient lists. I'm looking for all of these things. And, it's difficult because even if you have, a special packaging, let's say Halloween candy, where it comes in smaller packs, all of a sudden things can be different. Even in those smaller packages, maybe they're made in a different facility. So we need to read absolutely every label, even if you think it's safe. Don't make assumptions. And that's really important. There's a really interesting study that was done back in, what was it? It was 2013, where they actually analyzed nutrition bars that had these precautionary labels on them, things that said may contain or made in the same facility or made on the same equipment. And they actually found that there was a good deal of them, about 7.5% of them, that actually could have enough peanut within them that could cause a reaction. So even things that say may contain precautionary labeling, don't take the chance. I remember I once took a chance on something that I thought was 100% safe. I had a whole bunch before, and then it all of a sudden had this may contain warning. I thought, this is way back when I should have known better anyways. And I did eat it. And I had a reaction to this product that I ate a lot before. And all of a sudden they changed it, and I didn't inquire with the manufacturer of why. And it must have been that they either changed the line, changed the process. But nonetheless, that was a big wake-up call for me to not take any chances with my food allergies and always read the label front and back. And that's what this song is all about. Able to read a label. And I won't get you to play freeze dance at home, but if you want to, you can try in those little moments where I stop playing. All right, here we go. When my stomach says eat, my mind tells me to read. And I know where to find all the lines with the words I need. Ingredient lists can seem so long, but I know it's right to check it twice or move along. I read front and back. I always check before I snack, just in case it may contain a trace. I double check and play it safe. I eat what I know like a pro. I know what I eat. And I never take a chance. It has to be okay for me. Ingredient lists, they can seem so long, but I know it's right to check it twice or move along. You know I read the label front and back. I always check before I snack, just in case it may contain a trace. I double check it, play it safe, just in case it may contain a trace. I double check it, play it safe. All right, how about that? Yeah, and it's to the line there. You got to read it back, front and back, just in case. You can't take a chance, can't make any assumptions. So that is the first song in the Allergy Safety. We're always reading ingredient lists, and you guys know that. But you can't be careful enough, especially these days. We just really need to be safe in these times. The next song I'm going to go into is this is one of my absolute favorite songs, and I'm biased here, but this song is so it rings a bell. It strikes a chord for me because I remember when I was young, and this is the 80s, mind you, and I had quite a few allergic reactions because I didn't get the proper information. Food Allergy Canada, they're great, but they weren't there. They weren't around in the 80s. I was a little ahead of the time with my food allergies. So my parents didn't have that amazing info that people like Food Allergy Canada provide. And so I had a lot of reactions because we just didn't know better. And at the time, I actually had these weird feelings when I had reaction, obviously signs and symptoms all over, but a weird mental feeling in my head thinking that, oh no, I've done something wrong. I ate something that I shouldn't have. I hope I'm not going to get in trouble. And for you kids out there, maybe you've had that feeling too, where if you felt funny, there's a feeling of, uh-oh, is this a reaction? What happened? Did I do something wrong? Did I miss something on an ingredient list? Did I not ask the right question at a restaurant? And that can be a normal feeling of feeling that something was your fault. And then after that, I remember thinking, what do I do? I don't want to get in trouble. But as we know, we're not going to get in trouble if we tell our parents, our teachers, our coach that we're having an allergic reaction. They want to help us and make sure that we're okay. I once had a reaction with my now wife. We were having dinner way back when, and I had an allergic reaction right at a nice fancy restaurant. And believe me, the last thing I wanted to do was Valentine's Day. The last thing I wanted to do was cause a big stir. I just wanted to have a nice night with her. But I knew this was a reaction, 100%. And I really did for a minute there. I really had to think, what do I do? Do I tell her and, make this evening about something completely else now? So it's a hard decision, but you have to do it because you have to be safe, and people understand. They'll actually probably be mad at you if you don't tell them. So my wife, I told her, at that point, she was really happy I did, and we got help after that. So this song, it is called Never Keep a Reaction a Secret. All right, remember that. Never keep a reaction a secret. Get help right away. That's what this song's all about. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. If I smell strange inside, the last thing I do is run and hide. 'Cause allergies are meant to be kept a secret. If I felt my teacher, I'd tell. If I didn't feel well, my soccer coach, I can always approach. These strange signs may be the result of an allergy. So I tell an adult I'm gonna make some noise so you can hear my voice. Oh, I never allergies, so I tell an adult, I'm gonna make some noise so you can hear my voice. Oh, I never keep a reaction a secret. All right, try to sing it with me at home, okay? I'm gonna make some noise so you can hear my voice. I never keep a reaction a secret. No, no, I never keep a reaction a secret. Never keep it a secret. Shh. Absolutely not. You gotta speak up. You know that. And if you've had allergic reactions before, you know how serious they can be. This is not something that you should try to handle all by yourself. You need to get help right away. And that's really, really important. I know you guys are doing a great job of that. I see we have some comments already coming in already, which is fantastic. So thank you for joining us today. If you do have any comments or questions, please feel free to type them right in there, and I'll answer any questions at the end. Now, allergy safety, obviously we've talked about reading ingredient lists. We've talking about if you do have a reaction, you need to speak up and get help right away, get treatment. And then, you know, the message, this overall theme today of allergy safety would not be complete without a really, really important message of really that number one rule, of that number one thing that we need to have with us everywhere we go. What is it? What is that one thing, that most important thing to make sure that we are safe? What's that one thing we are bringing? You know, absolutely. It is your medicine, your epinephrine or adrenaline. And for me, I personally have EpiPen, and I have it everywhere I go. I've always got at least 2 with me, and even more when I'm traveling. And I've used my EpiPen before. I've used other versions as well in the past when they were available, and I know that they will help me in an emergency. And because of that, I have firsthand experience of knowing what an allergic reaction feels like. Here's Susie over here. I usually put symptoms up on her during my live shows. And then I know the feeling after using epinephrine. And oh my goodness, it is so quick. And for me, it's worked really, really fast. And I started to feel better right away. And I got to the hospital then, called 911, made sure help was coming to me, and everything was okay. But for me, it was an incredible reminder that I'll be fine if I have an allergic reaction. I know you'll be okay if you have an allergic reaction, because we remember to carry our epinephrine, and we know that it's going to help save the day. It's really important. So I know you guys are doing a great job carrying it, and I just encourage you to keep up the great work. And even when you're a big kid, when you're my age, it's still really important. I'm talking about adults too with allergies. We all need to carry our epinephrine with us at all time, our auto injectors. Absolutely. And my story, before I get into the song, I remember I was a teenager, and let me tell you, I could give myself a whole lot of lectures of my teenage self. But there was one time I went on a trip, about 2 hours away, a road trip, to visit my sister in university, and it was also a volleyball trip with my club. And I probably was about an hour and a half onto the drive when I realized I forgot my epinephrine at home. And I was a teenager, and I did the wrong thing, absolutely wrong thing. I did not tell anybody that I didn't have it. And I remember in my head that weekend, I was so paranoid. I could not eat. I was just very risk averse that time. I wish I told someone, because I'm sure they would have found a solution. Maybe we just go to a pharmacy and get another one, or there probably was a solution. But I kept it to myself, and I wish I didn't. And I remember just being scared that whole time. And I always remember that trip in the back of my head, even now, to think of how uncomfortable I was without that protection with me, even just for that one weekend. That's how important it is to me. I just couldn't function regularly. I can't remember if I played volleyball okay or not, but it did have a big impact on me. So especially all the time, wherever we go, we're having our epinephrine with us. So I wrote a song about it. And I gave it a fun name, this one. So we know the medicine inside of an EpiPen brand is called epinephrine, hence the epi. And so I decided I would call a song my epinephrine. friend. Get it? I call it my epinephrine friend because there's some similarities here, right? And especially, your medicine, it can help you like your friend. It's got your back like a friend. So, and it's always with you. And if you're like me, you love having your friends around. So I wrote a song called My Epinephrine Friend, and for this one, I'm actually going to start. I don't think I've ever done this before, where I've switched instruments mid-song, but I'm going to try starting this on ukulele and doing not a wardrobe change, but a instrument change mid-song to speed it up. All right, let's see if this works. All right, this is called My Epinephrine. You and I are not the same, but we both have an allergy. And the one thing that we both have in common is the medicine we carry. I don't ever really want to use it. I don't ever really want to lose it. All I know is that it's there if I need my epinephrine. My epinephrine. And when I have it by my side, I know I'll always be alright. Switch! It comes with me everywhere I go. It's a part of me and that's a fact. I'm happy to know, just like a friend, when I need it, it's got my back. I don't ever really want to use it. I don't ever really want to lose it. All I know is that it's there if I need my epinephrine. My epinephrine. When I have it on my side, I know I'll always be alright. Alright, it's got a funky taste for a girl or boy. It's a serious thing, not a toy. If someone asks what's that I wear, I tell them it's a buddy who will always be there. My epinephrine. My epinephrine. Catchy, right? Sing along. My epinephrine. When I have it on my side, I know I'll always be alright. All right. Well, thank you for being my epinephrine friend today and joining me in for this second episode of this Allergy Storyteller series. Next week, next Friday, we're going to do it all over again, same time. And the theme of next week will be allergy empowerment. So we've done allergy attitude, allergy safety, allergy empowerment. And I've got 3 songs that fit the bill. I'm going to tell some stories behind them next week, and I really hope that you can join. I'll just check to see if there's any comments or anything here. Donna, thank you for joining today and reiterating the message of it's so important to speak up if you're in trouble, if you need help, if you're feeling an allergic reaction or any signs or symptoms. Thanks, Donna, for reiterating that. And Jay, we appreciate you, Kyle. Thank you. I love doing what I do, and I just wish that there was someone when I was young doing the same thing that would give me a boost. So I'm glad that this has helped boost your child's awareness, their knowledge, and confidence. So I really appreciate that. And for anybody watching today, it's the last day to register for Food Allergy Canada's Allergy Pals online mentorship program. So I really can't stress enough how great this program is, how much it helps support kids. And if you're looking for something to do on a weeknight or a weekday evening, Allergy Pals is a great experience for kids to meet for an hour online through GoToMeeting and just chat with each other, support each other. So I really encourage you to check it out. If you go to foodallergycanada.ca, or I'm sure the link will be posted right here in the comments soon from Michelle from Food Allergy Canada, but check that out as well. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining today. I hope to see you next week. Until then, stay safe, stay well, and absolutely stay positive. Bye.